Hey, in this video, I'm gonna import one table to MySQL Workbench after doing some formatting in Python. So I will first import that data into my data frame and I will do some formatting over in Python, and after that, after cleaning and formatting the table, I will import that table into my MySQL Workbench. So this is my table that is in Excel format. So what I will do is I will first copy the path, then I will go to my Jupyter uh, note. Then I will import pandas. So we are using the data frame, so I will import pandas. I will import pandas as PD. Okay. After that, I will read the data frame. I will read the data frame as PD dot read underscore, that is in the Excel format. So I will use read Excel, and I will copy the path, copy the file name. So if I copy the file name and if I hit enter, it will read the data, that Excel sheet, into the pandas data frame. So I can see the data frame over here, and I will store this in a variable called as df, and I will print df over here. So we can see the data frame. Yeah, so this is our table, this is our data frame looks like. Here we can see that it's not capturing the column header correctly. So there are some blank value, there are some other values which are not necessary as a part of our table. So here I can see that the column header coming as unnamed 1 2 3 like that, and there are four uh, rows that are empty. Our heading really lies in the fourth row. So this is our real header, the retailer ID. After that, all our rows data will come. So we have to do some formatting of the data. So I'm using Python to format the data. We can use Excel also. In Power Query we can do the same thing, and we can format our table. I'm using Python. So let's do one by one, step by step we are going to format. So what we are going to do is, first we have to define this row as our column. After that we need to define our data from this, from the fifth row our data, real data will have to come. So I will do one by one. First what I will do is I will define my column as my fourth row. So it's very simple, df dot columns. So df dot columns, if I hit enter, if I hit run, it will give the column name. So I can assign the column name as df dot, I will use ilog, that index location. So ilog, so the column header is in the fourth row. It's like 0 1 2 3 4. So I will use 4. So if I use 4, it will get the fourth row. So if now I check for the columns, df dot columns, let's check for the entire data frame. So now I can see that my header is came as my fourth column. So here fourth column also include in the data, but my header is defined now as a fourth column. Previously it was unnamed 1 2 3. I defined, by using this code, I defined that columns as my fourth row. So now the fourth row is came as my header. So after that what I will do is, if I use the same logic of ilog, df dot ilog, if I use from, I want the data from the fifth row, like 0 1 2 3 4 5, like from fifth row my data will start. So I will use this format, fifth, from fifth I want everything. So if I run, I can see, so this is my header, and after that my data will start. So I deleted some of the rows, and I made my column as a different header. So I will store this. So I can do here only I can reset the index also. So if I hit dot and reset underscore index. So if I use reset underscore index, it will give sorry, reset underscore index. So it will create one more index like here. So it created the reset the index like 0 1 2 3, but old index also present. So if I don't want, if I want to drop the old index, just I need to give drop is equal to true. So if I use this, and it will drop the old index. And here one more problem is there are one column which is full of blank values, so I will delete that also. So here only I can define from fifth row I want this, comma, this is about the row we are talking about. Here it comes for column from first I want. So if I give enter, so it will give all the formatted data. So I will store that in my data frame. So df.dataframe, then hit enter or store and run. So if I now check for my data frame, it's almost formatted. So we have the correct header in place, and we have all the data correctly. So what else I need is I just check for the sanity like df dot. So df.info, if I check for df.info, it will give basic information about our data frame. So I'm not seeing any null values over here. All the data and data are nice. So I can save this file, and I can save the data frame into my CSV file, because if I want to import that into my MySQL, it need to be in a CSV format. So I want this df.to, so CSV, and I will name this as this is Adidas data. So Adidas uh, sales uh, to I will give dot CSV. So it's in the CSV form I'm saving. So this is my file name, and I don't want any index column. So index is equal to, I will give as index is false. So if I use index is false, they don't save any index column separately. So I can save this into my file. So it got saved. If I go ahead and check for my file, so here is my file. So this is the new data we have saved right now. So I can go to my Excel, and I can open that file. Open, it's in the download. So I will go here, and I will just see the data. So sales 2, it's a CSV file. So I check for the CSV file. So this is my data I have formatted and cleaned or using Python. So if I see entire data, so this is my data. So it have the column header, and it have all the data correctly formed. So this is my data. So what I will do is my data is saved now, so I can import this data into my MySQL. So I will straightly go to into my MySQL Workbench, and I will import this CSV file. So here I am using this PB database. So I will just right click on this, and here I have the option of table data import wizard. I will click on this, and I will search for my that CSV file which I just saved. So this is my CSV file, Adidas underscore sales 2. So I will open this, and I will click next, and it will ask for this create a new table. Yes, I want to create a new table. So all the data type is correct, and I will hit enter, show logs, and next. So it start importing all the data. It will take some time, because it's depend on the size of the table. So it takes some time. So let's wait. All the data is imported into my database. So now all the import process is done. So if I hit next, and nearly 9648 records are imported. So the record import process is are done. So if I refresh, I can see one more table over here. So if I just query select all the rows, so here I can see all the table is imported to MySQL Workbench. So now onwards I can use that table. I can use the query to filter this table. I can question this table and many way by using SQL functionalities, and I can connect this table into my Power BI so that I can create some visualization over there. So I can do lot of thing after this. So this is how we are cleaned data by using our Python, some functionalities of Python by using pandas data frame. We are cleaned data. This data we remove all the row, we define the header, correct header, and we did all the formatting over here, and we did one sanity check of is there any null values. So after that what we did is we just saved that into a CSV file, so that we can import that into our MySQL. So after that we just imported that CSV file into our MySQL Workbench. So here we have all the data into our database. So this is how we did. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.